Hey everyone, welcome to Kempner Sports. My name is Rev Trev and we are in the playoffs. Wow, what a day, what a game. I am so pumped, and as a Packers fan, you know that we are loving this victory on so many levels, but the Packers are in the playoffs. The Packers are in the playoffs. What a game. Bears 9, get this, Bears 9, Packers 17. Wow, what a game. Now, there's so much to talk about. There's absolutely so much to talk about. But if you haven't hit that like and subscribe yet for Packers content, I do produce passionate, realistic Packers content, and I'd love for you to do that. I'm on YouTube, X, or Twitter, and Facebook. So just search me for Kempner Sports on those things, except for on Twitter. I'm Rev Trev K. So, so good to see you all. Welcome into the stream. Just really excited about tonight's game. And I'll be honest, I'm gonna be really transparent on everything in this game, because before the game, I was nervous. I was like, oh my gosh, we cannot lose this game. Like, it's not just losing to the Bears, okay? It's also losing to it's losing to the playoffs. It's the dreams, the hopes, the excitement. It's over. Like, I don't want this season to end. It was all those things combined, right? And so, man, it was so fun to watch and so fun to be a part of, and still in shock that we won the game, even though I thought we were going to win the game. But I was stressed out the entire game. Like, honestly, from the opening kickoff, like I feel like the whole year watching our Packers play, I feel like I've been tense the whole time. Like, my muscles are all tensed up and all this kind of stuff. So it's kind of hilarious. And today was no different. I'm like, just want to win this game so bad, you know? And then I'm definitely feeling content, excited that after the game has been over. And one of the reasons why I'm so excited is because it's really against all odds. It's against all odds. We had, like you've heard me say in the other videos, we've had no business being here. No business being here, right? But here we are, and we earned our way in. It was on our terms. It was win and we're in. We did it. We didn't need all these other scenarios to run through. Yes, we had some disappointing losses. Yes, we had some disappointing moments. But at the end of the day, it was just so awesome and so glorious that we were able to do it with this team, which is the youngest team in NFL history to make the playoffs. Think about that for a moment. We're not just the youngest team in the NFL this season. We are the youngest team in the NFL history to make this thing. It was amazing, absolutely amazing. And man alive, there is so much to talk about. And so let's talk about the game. We're going to talk about the non-call on Justin Fields later. We're going to talk about a little bit about that. Not too much about the Bears' future. I'll do that for another day, and probably invite Andy on from NFL Outdated to join me. But let's go to the stats and facts. Okay, let's go to the stats and facts. I've got a whole bunch of things here I want to talk to you about. So not only did we win 17-9, this is crazy. Let's look at Jordan Love. I want to show you this graphic right here. Okay, Jordan Love. This is in his short career, the legacy of Jordan Love after one season. Okay, I want to move this so there. The legacy of Jordan Love after one season. He led the Green Bay Packers to the playoffs in his first year as a starter. Love did what Rodgers could not do last year. He won that big game to get them into the playoffs last year. He ends 2023 regular season with 4,159 passing yards, 36 total touchdowns, 32 passing, 4 rushing. And then Love is undefeated versus the Bears, and he's 1-1 against the rest of the division. That is a legendary season for a starter like Jordan Love, like anyone. Anyone would be happy. He was better than Aaron Rodgers in his first season as a starter, and is better than Brett Favre in his season. And I don't love the comparisons, but at the end of the day, those are incredible stats that we have to do, right? Like absolutely incredible stats. So let's also look, let's continue to look at him for week 18, okay? And so I'll move this way. Jordan Love, week 18 versus the Bears, 316 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, had the fumble, which was scary when it happened. I'm like, oh no. But the stat I loved the best was 84% accuracy. Wow. A guy who's been inaccurate this season was just on fire, literally was the MVP of the game. I definitely would give him player of the game. Now, there's a lot of candidates there, but wow. Let's just stop and just say, let's just give him respect, right? Like, not only did he have a great season, he had a great game when it counted. Now, granted, it was at Lambeau, and there's all kinds of reasons why, but he was one of the biggest reasons why. Great quarterback play. We loved it. And then if you look at Aaron Jones, I just loved what he was doing. Oh, I forgot to highlight the week 17 part here. But week 18 versus the Chicago Bears, he rushed 22 times. Oh, I've got this graphic is totally wrong. I'll bring it down, but let's just talk about that. Rushed 22 for 111 yards. And then last week he had, I can't remember how many he had. Like, I can just bring it up real quick here. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Over 100 yards as well last week. I think he had 122 if memory serves me correctly. I might even have it on here. No, I don't. I don't have him on here. But yeah, he was fantastic. Played incredible all week. Maybe you can post in the comments what he did here this week or last week. And but he was phenomenal 2 weeks in a row, and I was so impressed. I started this stream late because I was working on. Those are all my graphics. So now I do also want to talk about our receivers, but Dontavian Wicks, guys, came back from injury, had a monster game, 6 receptions, 61 yards, 2 touchdowns. If that's not clutch, what is? A 5th round pick, guys. A 5th round pick in the biggest game of his NFL career so far. My goodness. It is absolutely stellar. Oh, I've got a message from the boys here. They're asking me about it. Let's see. Okay. Bro, are you live like right now? Yes, I am. I am live like right now. And so I'll send it to them while we're talking here. Okay. But Wicks, like, think about this. Like, how good was he? Absolutely. How good was he? He just was so stellar tonight. He was just absolutely amazing on so many levels, and I just loved watching him play. I loved watching him ball out and just like do what he does, right? Like, it is absolutely crazy how good he was tonight. Now, Jaden Reed had 4 catches, 100 and I forget the stats off the top of my head now. 112 yards. What a night. Bo Melton had 5 catches for 62 yards. Tucker Kraft was clutch at the end, especially with that pass going across. Now, we had some mistakes where we didn't go out of bounds and that whole thing. Dobbs looked good, but then got injured. I mean, it was offensively was a special night, right? So I just was loving it this evening. Now, one thing we haven't talked about enough yet is that we haven't talked about the defense. The Green Bay defense in Week 18 versus the rival Chicago Bears. The rival Chicago Bears only allowed 9 points. No touchdowns. No touchdowns, everyone. No touchdowns, and had 5 sacks. 5 sacks. That was impressive. Like, is Joe Barry keeping his job? I'm wondering, because, I mean, what happens if we go and beat Dallas, right? What happens if we go beat Dallas? Are you kidding me right now? Like, this could happen, right? I mean, it's possible. I know that most people are going to pick Dallas. I get it. But we can go make some noise. Let's go make some noise, guys. Now, here's the other thing. Jordan Love is 2-0 against the Bears, and it just still proves that he is the Bears' stepdad. Jordan Love, Aaron Rodgers was the Bears' dad, but Jordan Love is still the stepdad. I mean, 2-0, guys, 2-0. Okay, so those are some of the things I wanted to talk about today. I want to dive into some of the comments here, but I just do want to talk about this. It was definitely a bad non-call versus Justin Fields. When he slid and we hit him, that was a penalty. And I know Bears fans are upset. I get that they're upset. I get why. And I think you have every right to be upset and angry at the refs that they didn't call it. I agree with the refs, or I do not agree with the refs that it was a non-call. He should have got called. But in Green Bay Packers defense, okay, and I'm not trying to be biased here, but the way that our defense was playing, I don't think it would have mattered. I don't think it would have mattered, unfortunately, for the Bears. We were just too strong. We would have got another sack. We would have got a turnover. We would have stopped them on downs. I don't know what would have happened. We would have won anyways. I don't think that would have changed the game. Now, could it? Yes. Did it have potential doing it? Yes, it did. But it didn't. I don't think it would have. It had the potential to, but it didn't. And at the end of the day, it's Bears 9, Packers 17, and we're going to play the Dallas Cowboys next week. Now, here's the thing about the Dallas Cowboys, everyone. Here's the thing. So next weekend, Packers at Cowboys Sunday afternoon. Well, it's going to be my afternoon. I'm on the Pacific, on the West Coast, and we get the game starting at 1:30, which is honestly the best time for me. It is absolutely the best time for me, so I'm thankful they did that for me. Okay, maybe not. Okay, it wasn't just for me, okay, everyone, but I am very, very thankful that it is during that time. And you know what? The Cowboys are on fire, and I give them all the credit in the world. They look good. They're the number 2 seed. I believe they're the number 2 seed. Is that correct? It doesn't say here on this. I believe they are, because we're 7, right? Yeah, we're 7. So yeah, so that's the wild part of Wild Card Weekend. I am so looking forward to this. And so I just want to jump into some of the comments. Jason, good to see you. What's up, bro? The Bears still suck. I mean, technically, yeah. I do feel bad for Chicago. You know me, I'm a rival. I want them to lose all the time. But it's just, their franchise is a bit in shambles. The fan base is really frustrated. I get it. I do feel bad for them, and I feel bad for Justin Fields, because I don't know, like his announcement on after the game was like, it's over, man. If this is it, this is it. But yeah, we beat them both. So, and then Andy, of course, yeah. So Andy, I did talk about that Lambeau Field zebra exhibit is my favorite. I know. I agree. So, and then there's Jaden Reed is a stud, absolutely, with Dontavian Wicks. I said that. Yeah, Andy says the zebras helped. Chemo says the Packers are going down because he's the Cowboys fan. He's the passionate Cowboys fan. Oh, I'm pumped. Dakota's coming in just a second here. And the Packers are going down to beat up on the Cowboys. That's what I love to see. And yes, I was right. The Cowboys are number 2. Let me just dive in, getting Dakota in here. Dakota, welcome to the show, brother. It's so great to see you here. And tell me your thoughts about this victory.
Well, Rev, it is good to be here, and it's good to be talking with you again. It's been a little bit. We've been just missing on our timelines lately, but tonight was, or afternoon, whatever you want to call it, was you know, the offense could have done more.
Yeah.
But the defense stood tall, and man, it was an exciting game, and it was good to be on the winning side of a close divisional game that meant so much to both teams. I know that we are the only ones that had playoffs on the line, but they had a lot on the line, and we came out victorious. And last year we were in the exact same situation essentially, and we lost. So no, it felt great.
Yeah, because that is true. Like, we know what it felt like last year, right? And so when I was sitting there and going, that's why I was saying I was so nervous about the game. And before it started, because in all honesty, like, the Bears are better this year than they were last year. They have a better record. And then we knew what happened last year with them, right? Is that we lost that game. And I think that was the important piece to it, was that I'm sitting there and going, and a lot of Packers fans, Dakota, I don't know how you were feeling about it, so I'll get your opinion on this. But a lot of fans are going at Bears fans right now saying that they weren't nervous at all. They knew we were going to win. And it's like, I predicted that we were going to win, but I have below here, I was nervous before the game. I was stressed out the entire game, even though we looked like the better team. Because you just never know, right? That fumble, the call that didn't happen. And now I'm feeling like I'm pumped, I'm content, I'm excited. So tell me how you felt during the game, and if you were nervous before.
So my pregame prediction, which I think you saw on Cheese All That, I said the Packers would win a high scoring game, 38-25 or something like that. I can't remember exactly what I said. But I also mentioned, and the NFL Outdated guy, I commented to him, and saying that this game meant more to the Bears than it meant to us. And I know that you were a little bit in disagreement to that, but my theory was, in my head, is the Packers season was, do we know if Jordan Love is the guy or not? That was the reasoning for this season. I mean, that was the goal. Obviously, playoffs are a huge plus, but that wasn't the goal. Playoffs aren't the plus. Playoffs are, a cherry on top, but that's not what we're expecting. Maybe some of us expected us. I had a high expectation, and I felt like we could make the playoffs, but the majority of us were more about, can the Packers just even compete? Do they have a quarterback? And Jordan Love has proved that he's a competitive quarterback. He's a quarterback deserving of a starting role. He's deserving of a contract. Does that mean that he's the Hall of Famer? No. Is he going to be a Hall of Famer? Nobody knows. It's 1 year, right? But he has displayed the skills that we wanted to see, and we now feel confident in paying this man. The Bears do not have any confidence on what they should do with Justin Fields. Do they want to pay him? Do they want to go ahead and draft Caleb Williams with the number 1 overall pick, as I got from the Panthers? Do they want to, use that pick and get Marvin Harrison Jr. and build around Justin Fields? They don't know. And the scariest position to be as an NFL franchise is not knowing what to do with your quarterback position. That is the most important position in the game. And whether any of us like to admit it or not, I mean, I grew up playing cornerback, which I think is one of the most underrated positions in the game and one of the most difficult positions in the game. But quarterback is still the most important to get right. And the Bears don't know. After today, do you know? Because I still don't.
I don't
And
either.
that's terrible for them. This is the worst result for them. I said online, I said, if the Bears win today, they're going to feel great. If they get blown out, they're going to feel great. But if they get in a dogfight and lose, what are they going to do?
That's a good point. That's a really good point. And yeah, there's a lot of uncertainties now. You're right about it being close. But the problem is, and I don't know, I still feel like they're a little bit, to be honest, I still think they're leaning to like just blow it all up. And the reason why is because you're in the biggest game of the year and you don't score a touchdown. So if you're talking today, fresh off the presses, I'm thinking they're going to be picking a quarterback with that first overall pick, and they're hoping
I think so too.
and hoping for a stud wide receiver. Now, granted, I mean that's what that might be the best for their organization, and that's totally cool, man. Like I'm totally with that. But what about the Packers here? Like think about all these. Okay, let's look at for this for a minute. Jordan Love, you just talked about, like, this is what he ends the year off with, okay? 4,159 passing yards, 32 passing touchdowns, and 4 rushing TDs, okay? No one predicted this. I said, was it 3,500 yards? I picked 25 passing touchdowns. I mean, I thought I was being optimistic, and he blew us out of the water, right? So, couple questions, like, now all those young guys to go to get playoff experience. No matter, like, if we're 1 week, 2 week, we go to the Super Bowl, everything is gravy for us now, right? So how awesome is this for us, Dakota? Like this is amazing for this franchise. This is amazing for these young players. Like, and what I love about them is, like, they don't think they're rookies. They're like, they act like they've been in the league for 7 years. Like, how exciting is this for our franchise?
It's super exciting, and like you said, I mean, expectations for Jordan Love, he blew him out of the water. You know, but it's funny. I just finished up the merchandise statistics for me and Matt Ramage for 2023, and there's a spike in the spring when Aaron Rodgers basically announces that he's leaving, right, in like April or whatever, a little bit before the draft, or March, and then the draft is in April, whatever it is. And then there's another spike in the draft, right, for sales. And then it's a lull because it's the summer, nothing's really happening. Things start building up as we're going into training camp, and September comes around, season starts. We have a decent start to the season. Sales are good. Then we go on our little skid there. And in October, you can just look at the graph. It goes like that and then just drops. October, me and Matt sold like nothing. Just nothing. Nobody wants to buy any of our designs when the team sucks, right? Fast forward to November, sales jump up way higher than September. Keep going to December, sales are even higher. Obviously, the holidays play a part in that, but you can just see the exact ebb and flow of the season when you just look at our sales. And it's funny because it's just like nobody expected us really to make the playoffs. I mean, I'm on record with some people saying that I think that we're a playoff team. I don't know if we'll make the playoffs, but I'm not going to take credit for that. You know what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is that this team has overperformed already. We are in a rebuilding year. We have already found that we know that we have a franchise quarterback, which, again, going back to what we just talked about, the Bears still don't know. And they haven't known in 104 years of being a Bears franchise. They still have not found the franchise quarterback. And we have, again, for the third decade in a row, whatever you want to call it, fourth decade. I don't know.
Yeah, it's fourth. No, but that's really good, Dakota. Like, if you think about it, right? So that's massive. I know that everyone in the NFC North is now angry except for us, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like the Lions fans, I have good Lions friends, and I have Vikings friends as well. I've got some Bears friends as well, and they're just like, "Are you kidding me?" And someone just tagged me in a video. I wasn't in it, but about them just like self-destructing on their live stream. Like, are you kidding? Are you kidding now? This is where we're going to go. So I get that. And it's so exciting to do that, right? And I wanted to show you something. Where was it that I had it? There's something I wanted to show you. Oh, I was so excited to show you this. Anyways, I like just showing this to everyone because it's just so great.
Great score.
But this is my graphic. Like, this is the Jordan Love is the new stepdad, right? So it's pretty fun. But isn't that great? That might be a new merch for you, the stepdad.
I don't know if you saw, but
I saw your Jordan Love one that you just did. That was nice.
You saw that? Okay, cool. Yeah, I just dropped
I like your Air Jordan one better, but so I need to buy that.
Here it is. I haven't washed it in 3 weeks. And there is a smell. I won't lie. There's a little bit
online, buddy.
But bro, I'm not gonna wash it because I've worn this for 3 weeks in a row, and we keep winning. That's it.
Yeah, I love
Air
that
Jordan.
one. I need to buy that one off of you. So here's the thing, Dakota. By the way, what jersey are you wearing right now?
All right, let me turn around and see if you can see it.
Dorsey Levens, that's cool.
Dorsey.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, it's been a while since he played, so that's classic, man.
You know what? I don't know if people remember this, but there was a lot of talk about AJ Dillon, and he's got the broken thumb or whatever it is. And they're like, "Oh, is he gonna play? Is he not, or whatever?" And it's like, do you remember when Dorsey Levens played with the broken wrist and he had the soft cast and he makes the like one-handed catch with his cast hand down the sideline? I mean, this is like 1995.
Yeah, dude. A lot of people watching this today weren't even born yet, but but yeah, he was awesome. He was awesome. Now, I mean, I love the Eddie Lacy years. Of course, Amon Green was phenomenal. Those are like some of the classics, but Levens was good. Levens was really good.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about Aaron Jones tonight, man. Like 2 weeks in a row, stud. Like, this is the thing. When we beat the Bears 38-20, right, in week 1, which was insane. I did not see that coming. I
didn't see that high of a score coming.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Me neither. I actually picked the Bears to win week 1 because it was in
I remember that
field and all that stuff. I was trying to be realistic. So glad I was wrong. but like Aaron Jones was, I would say Aaron Jones was our best player. And then with him going out with that injury, and even tonight and last game, he's not 100%. He's telling everyone that he is. He's not. But boy, does he look good, and he's just a difference maker. So fun to watch, right? Like if you look at this, my graphic sucks. I made so many graphics before this thing that I wrecked it. So I'll have to change it and throw it back up on another day. But man, he just looked fantastic. Now we got a comment here that I want to bring up here. Look at this. This is what Jason Toppy says. Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison don't want to go to Chicago. They both said they don't want to play there. I didn't see that, so I don't know if this is true, if this is fake news. I'm not sure. But man, if that's true, that's bad. That's bad.
Yeah.
But there's no way. Like isn't Caleb Williams asking for part of the franchise? Isn't that what he's doing?
That was the rumor. I don't know if that's been confirmed, but I have heard that rumor. I will say this about early round draft picks in general is that it's the same every year, man. Like, yeah, you don't want to go to the Browns. You don't want to go to the Jags, whatever it is. You know what I mean? It's like, of course you don't want to go to the worst team in the league. But that's what it is. That's the point of you being the best player in college football, is that you're going to go to the worst team in the NFL, because that's called parity, and that's the point of the game. On that note, I think that that the Bears, man, they got a tough decision, and it's not easy. Do you take Caleb Williams? Do you take Marvin Harrison Jr.? I don't know. I think we talked about this just a second ago, but I said, like, what you want Justin Fields to do tonight, what you want him to do today, tonight, whatever you want to call it, depending on your time zone, you wanted him to dominate, or you wanted him to just fucking suck. And he didn't do either. And that is the worst situation that you could have expected as, the Bears GM. You want to have you wanted today to give you a reason, and today didn't give you a reason.
Now let's move on though now to let's move on to the Cowboys game. Okay, so wild card weekend is set in the way of the Packers, and so Packers play at the nice new stadium. It's covered. It's a dome. Don't have to worry about weather. I mean, obviously going on the road, we're going to have to be road warriors. Tell me, now, and the Cowboys are on fire. Let's just be honest, right? Another big win today. Now they beat Washington, but convincingly beat Washington convincingly. Eagles are falling. It's Mayday. They're crashing. I do not understand what's going on there. At the end of the day, we're playing the Dallas Cowboys, but I just feel like we got a shot, don't we? Like, I just feel like, because we got guys that don't know that they're rookies. They don't know that they have never been there before. It's like, this is like, because they can't take it for granted. They can't assume we'll be back. You have to play like this is the only opportunity you get. So what do you think when you think about this team, this big game coming up? And I'm having a hard time, I can't even think about score or anything yet. But do you think we got a legit shot at winning this game?
I do think we have a legit shot at winning it. I also think we have a legit shot at getting blown out.
Yeah.
I just want to be clear, The Dallas defense has been outstanding this year, cornerback, excuse me, what was his name? Bland, whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about, right? He has been a revelation, right? It's similar to Trayvon Diggs for them a couple of years ago. So they got a talented defense. Obviously, Micah Parsons is arguably the best defensive player in the NFL.
Totally. Yeah, their defense
It's
is
not going to
stacked,
be
right,
easy.
Dakota?
It's not going to be easy. They are going to bring heat, and it's not that easy to pass on them. You know, their secondary is good. We also at the same time have had a top 5 offense for the past 4 weeks, I think it is, or so, maybe 5 weeks now. That's nothing to sneeze about, and at the same time, Christian Watson seemed like he'd be back this week, and he wasn't. I expect him back next week. This was our first week with Musgrave and Kraft. We didn't optimize that pairing today, but I think there's a lot to be done there. And Musgrave and Kraft, if they can both be operating at a high level, that unlocks so much. And you still got a healthy Aaron Jones, and Aaron Jones, in my opinion, and like we talked about, I mean, that's three weeks in a row over 100, 3 weeks in a row averaging over 5 yards per carry. This guy's a stud, and this guy's not just a stud. This guy's cerebral. You know, he knows where to be, how to get there. That's what makes him so special, and that's why we should re-sign him. Even though he is like 29 or whatever he's going to be. But I feel like we have a team that can compete with the Cowboys. We can give them hell. We can win. But we can also lose.
Yeah, so I'm with you. I'm unsure how it's going to go. I'm just really excited to watch it. I think it'll be super fun. I do agree. I think Watson will be back next week, which will just help us. I do think we're going to get to see if our defense can put pressure on Dak. They have a good offensive line too. They don't have a great run game. They have an okay one. And so I'm going to say, like, we've got a shot. Here's the thing that I didn't mention in this stream about the Bears game, which does translate into the Dallas game. I think Parsons is one of the best defensive players in the league. But we also slowed down Chris Jones. We also slowed down Hutchinson the second time we played him. And I did not hear Sweat's name one time in the broadcast today. And he's been dominating the league. So if we can not shut down, but if we can slow down Parsons, I think we got a better chance, don't you think? Because like Jordan Love could be there. So
I think that's a very good point, and I think that's going to be critical. And if we can slow down Parsons, that changes the whole dynamic. And the other part of what we have, which is interesting, two defensive coordinators and defensive ends, linebackers, whoever you want to call it, is that Jordan Love is a pass-first quarterback, but has all the athleticism to run if needed. And that's the most dangerous quarterback that you can face. And that's what Mahomes does. That's what, a lot of great quarterbacks. That's what prime Aaron Rodgers did. That is so dangerous, the fact that you can fucking throw on them no matter what. But guess what? If you're in my face, I can run. Mm-hmm. And Love can do that.
Yeah,
hopefully
you're right.
He doesn't fumble like he did today, but
that was a fluke play, so it's good. But okay, so Dakota, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut this down. We've been going for 40 minutes now. But I just want to thank everyone for stopping by. And Jason's going to send me that quote on Twitter for Caleb Williams. So I appreciate everyone stopping by. I appreciate you, Dakota, for taking the time to come on. I know we've been talking about doing some stuff together and it hasn't always worked. But I want to say I've really enjoyed meeting you and Matt during this year, doing the streams with Matt. He's done an excellent job. He was at the game tonight, too. So it's been a fun year together. And I just want to say how much I appreciate your fantasy football takes, your Packer takes. And you had a lot of good input tonight. I really liked the content you were sharing. So thanks so much for jumping in last minute. And I appreciate you. So, but thanks for being here. I appreciate you.
Thanks for letting me come on, man. Thanks for sending me the link. I'm happy to be here. I always love the content that you're putting out. I don't always get to watch it live.
Yeah.
Because our time's different, right? You're on the West Coast. I'm Central Time. But I try to watch it as much as I can, and I appreciate your takes.
And here's the other thing that's really cool is on the internet, you don't have to watch it live. You can watch it later. So that's what most people do. And so that's what I do for a lot of content as well that I can't make it. But yeah, so from Dakota, from Rev Trev, we're so excited about tonight's win. We're going to the playoffs, baby. And of course, always, go Pack, go.
Go Pack, go.
And watch this outro. It's absolutely epic. I just made it this week, so I hope you enjoy it.
He missed it!